Today I'm going to review the new Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation. So in case you just wanted to know how the foundation wears and how it looks on skin, then please keep on watching. Also, I will put all the timestamps below, so in case you just want to go ahead and compare the shades as well. And yeah, let's get right into the video. You can see I haven't done any makeup yet. I literally just did my eyes and my brows. And I wanted to keep it super simple, so this is what I would do on a work day when I'm at home if I feel like doing makeup. So there's no eyeliner, nothing. I use the Mario Super Mattes palette, which is my favorite palette. I highly recommend it if you're looking for a natural color palette. But let's get into the foundation. So I will do my skin prep as usual, and then I will apply the foundation. So if you're just here to see you know, the shape match, how the foundation looks, then I will put the timestamps below. So I look a little bit swollen. I just woke up and I just was about to get ready, but I thought I'd film today, and just in case, I use the color 5N. Okay, so just for skin prep, normally what I would do is I would spray my face with the Eau Aven Eau Thermale. So I'm gonna do my skin prep as normal. I obviously did that before because I already applied my eye makeup, and it's basically like a water spray, but if you're using anything that is moisturizing, it just locks the moisture better. And then I used my hyaluronic acid serum, which is this one from Eclat, and I really like this. And then I'm just gonna use my vitamin enriched face base. Normally what I would also use is an SPF, but since mine is finished, I unfortunately cannot do that. But ladies, don't skip that because that's important. But yeah, so I'm gonna apply the vitamin enriched face base. This is from Bobbi Brown, and if in case you have dry skin like me, then I highly recommend you using this. It just feels so good on the skin. I have a smaller bottle because I tried it out for the first time, and I'm obsessed. So nice. Just feels so refreshing, especially in the morning. Then I would add just for a lip sleeping mask. I use this every day. It's actually quite good. Before I go into foundation, I'm just gonna add the Flawless filter, but before that I just wanted to show you the shade, and since this has a color to it, I just wanted to show you the shade by its own. So it was quite difficult for me to pick a shade because of course there's a shade match online, but my normal shade that I use is from Giorgio Armani, and it's a little bit more tan than I am, but I get like literally 3 or 4 shades darker when sun comes out, and I live in a place where there's no sun, so I got a lot paler. Bear in mind though, there's still some lights, so yeah. This is shade 5N, and I think this is actually a perfect match. Yeah, this is a perfect match. So the funny thing is, like, I find it quite difficult to find a really great foundation with a olive undertone. The light's a little bit yellowy, but I really do have like a green undertone, so a lot of shades come out olive, but they're like orange. And with this foundation, I purposely picked 5N. I was about to pick 6N and 7N because the shade match told me to get 7N and one time even 8N when I put like a photo of me there. But yeah, I'm just gonna use the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless filter, and I'm gonna use the medium in 4, and this is an olive base, and you have to get this if you don't have it. Honestly, this just changes the makeup game. Even like if you're like me and there's days where you just don't want to wear makeup, but you just want your skin like to look a little bit more even. I don't really have like too many skin concerns that bother me. I do have a breakout today, but I do have some, I mean, people call it pigmentation, I call it freckles, and I love them, but I do have some pigmentation around my nose. So even if I have a no makeup day, I still like to apply this just to even out my skin. Also, whenever the sun comes out, I feel like these issues just disappear for me. So let's just all agree I am not made for cold weather. And for that I use a brush. I'm gonna go ahead with the star of the show today, And yeah, this is the foundation. So I'm gonna apply it and we just see how it goes. And normally what I do, I will do exactly what I do normally. So I will just add a pump on my hand. So this is a very generous pump. And then I just dot it on my face, but I'm so happy with the shade. I was worried that it's too light because I was watching some people on YouTube and they were like paler than me, but like got like 2 shades darker foundation. So it's made me a bit insecure, but to be honest, I think it is better to go for your undertone because you can always bronze it up. The thing is, like when I did the shade match, because they offer a shade match for you, they actually told me to get 7N and 8N, but I was worried that it's my like summer color, and then I end up with another foundation that's too dark that I don't really use on a daily because, you know, I have to bronze up everything and it just won't have time for that. So I'm gonna use my brush on the right side and I'm gonna use the beauty blender on the left side. So what I normally would do is that I would use a brush and then I just go over with a beauty blender. Shall we do this? Yeah, let's do that, like how I do normally. So I just go like this with a brush and then I just go above it with a beauty blender just to make sure like it's blended. And I'm gonna read you the claims of the foundation in a bit. So far it looks really nice. I've heard that it's supposed to be like a foundation version of the Flawless Filter, super glowy. Just for reference, my skin I would say is like normal to dry skin. I have days where it's a little bit more dry, but I would say it's more like a dehydrated skin. So this foundation is supposed to have an undetectable coverage, improves the look of the skin with each wear, clinical results proven, boosts hydration up to 166%, skin looks plumper, smoother by up to 181%, skin tone looks more even by up to 21%. And over 90% of users agree minimizes the appearance of pores, reduces the appearance of pigmentation, dark spots. Skin appears instantly brighter, and actually they say blend outwards from the center of your face for natural looking, and tested on 33 people over 40 weeks. 312 people tested over 4 weeks. I don't get that. Why is there 312? Anyways, that's the situation. So this is the first layer. I don't think this is full coverage. For most, you can see that this is like it's a light medium coverage. Like I would have to go in again to blend that and I would go around my nose, but so far it's absolutely gorgeous. I really love the finish and I'm very happy with the shade. To be honest, my favorite foundation is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk, and I'm just gonna add a little bit more just around the nose. I wanted to have a little bit more coverage. Yeah, so that's really difficult to beat this foundation, and I'm a foundation addict. I don't know why I love to test foundations out so much. But this looks really nice. I have to be honest, I'm very surprised. This also claims to last like 16 hours, so that's a really big claim. I would though say though, like if I come close, to be honest, for now I don't have anything negative to say. I love it. It's very glowy. Bear in mind I used the Flawless Filter below, so maybe that has an impact also on how the base looks. But I just didn't want to, like I wanted to use it like I normally use. But let's see how it looks all together when I add a blush and concealer. So for the concealer, I also used for the first time the Charlotte Tilbury, what is it called? It's like a corrector, under eye corrector, and I used the shade medium. And I always use corrector under my eye just before any concealer, just because I like to neutralize. And I also use this on my nose, and I can already tell that I like this. This is really nice. To be honest, I think if your style of makeup style is like the glowing supermodel look, like, you know, looking like very effortless and You know, I think Charlotte Tilbury has really amazing products. So far, I haven't been disappointed. I have to say, I tried their foundation, the super long wearing one, the matte one, and I didn't really like it. I don't really like matte foundations. I think it's because I tend to have more drier skin. And so this is really, honestly, I'm really in love with it. Just from what I'm seeing now, I just love the shade. Like, it's a perfect match for me. So let's go ahead and add my concealer. I would usually go with my Armani concealer and with my Hourglass, depending on the day. This is like more of a, you know, casual day, and with my Hourglass, I would go in just on the sides of my eyes. This is finished and I already ordered like a second bottle. If you have questions to products, please let me know below, because since this is a video about the foundation, I just don't want to, you know, bother you too much with other products. So yeah, let me know in the comments below if you have any questions. Okay, so now I'm gonna just and then I'm gonna use my bronzer. So I said I'm not gonna talk about other products, but honestly, trust me, you need this bronzer. This is the best bronzer ever. I didn't hear anyone talk about this bronzer before, like no one, and it's like the most gorgeous bronzer ever. It just leaves your face look so glowy, just bronzes up your face without making you look like cakey. It just gives you a little bit of color, especially if you're like me and you lose it in winter. Just, you know, it's like a comfort. And I like, this is my holy grail. This is the Neo Nude Powder Foundation, no, Fusion Powder in the color Night from Armani. This is amazing, honestly worth the point. If you're looking for a bronzer that's really amazing, I can highly recommend you getting this. It's really great. So, and then what I need to do the rest is I'm just gonna add the rest of my face, like my lips and my blush, and then I will come back and we talk about the finished look. So I'm back. This is the finished look. For me, this is very natural. I know some people like natural. Anyways, so this is the finished look, and to be honest with you, I'm obsessed with this foundation from what it looks like. Again, I have normal to dry skin. I would say I'm very olive toned, very like greenish undertone, and it's super difficult to find a right undertone. So it's a bit difficult to find the right undertone. I was really hesitating between 6N, 7N, 8N, because looking at the pictures of the women that were online, this was definitely too dark for me, because there were people that like had a lot more tan than me. But looking on YouTube, it was very difficult, because there was a lot of people that are a lot lighter used foundations that for me seemed on the website for tan people. So it was really difficult for me to know what I'm gonna take. Also, bear in mind, every time you go on YouTube, there's lights involved. So I will put my foundation shades that I love, and there's not a lot below, so you have an idea of like what shades I am. I do think this is an absolutely gorgeous foundation. For me, shade matters a lot, because I feel like I want my foundation to unify my face and my tone. And so I feel like does really matter. And I think in summer I will get a shade like darker, but for now this is really amazing. I also really liked how I felt like the shade adapts to your skin. I didn't feel like it was like a paste where there was like a color that you put on your face and it just like, you know, it really works really well with your skin, in your skin when you work it in. I have to be honest, I've heard people say like they feel the foundation. I don't feel it very much. I would just say like I don't really can tell that I'm wearing foundation. It just feels like a moisturizer. However, if I compare to some other foundations that I know, like when I'm walking I have foundations on, if you know my foundation on, if you know what I mean. So this is not the feel at all. Some people said I did pronounce their pores. I don't really feel like it does, but then I do have pores, but it's something that I just stopped worrying about just because I cannot change them. So maybe I don't really notice it that well. But what are the great claims about this foundation? That actually in time your skin's supposed to improve. So this is really a foundation that is supposed to help your skin improve whilst wearing it, which is ideal. In an ideal world, this is perfect. So I cannot attest to that. When it comes to long wearing, I cannot attest. If I'm completely honest, there's not a lot of foundation that lasts a long day for me. Like even Giorgio Armani, it doesn't last because I don't use powder. I don't really use setting powder at home. I don't really use a spray. So yeah, that's that. But so first wear is really amazing. When it comes to foundations, bear always in mind it also depends on how it looks over time. There are foundations that I really loved and then maybe it broke me out, or I just didn't like how it looked at the end of the day. But this foundation is very promising to me. This has been one of the first times since a long time that I've been like wowed with the foundation completely, and I try a lot, let me tell you this. So I'm gonna zoom in again. You can see my friend here that came today, but yeah, I really like it. You can still see your skin through, and this is exactly what I love. Natural but still coverage, but you can definitely build it. So if you're looking for a completely full coverage that's matte, probably not the right one for you. But if you're looking for something that like looks very natural, is glowy, and just gives you a feel of really great skin, then I think this is definitely a great choice. So I hope this was a video you enjoyed. In case you're new here, please subscribe. I would love for you to stay. I do post from now on twice a week. One time it's perfume related, and the other video is most of the time beauty or lifestyle related, and also some fashion content coming soon. So make sure you stay here. I would love for you to stay, and I see you next time.